Hello, welcome to another video. Today I am super excited to be using Fictionary to pull out my May TBR. This is going to be like a 90% of May TBR because on the 27th of May I am going on holiday to Corfu. I will be doing a whole separate video for that one, so as in like a separate TBR video and maybe a separate holiday video as well. So this will just be my TBR up until the 27th of May, which is essentially the whole of May pretty much, but I'm hoping for lovely hot weather in May so I can just sit outside and read loads because that is the best way for me to just read as much as possible off my TBR. So we'll be using Fictionary today to pick those books. If you have not seen Fictionary before, it is a board game I have created based on Pictionary. We have several different categories here and under each category there is a prompt. So we have got people and places, we have got appearance, titles, difficult and any book in which I can pick the book. Although I actually don't know what kind of books I want to get onto this TBR, so any book might be more of a struggle than I realised today. But I am going to be doing this 5 times. We'll have 5 rolls for 5 books, and I have 1 minute to pick each book. If I cannot pick that book within the minute, I will be having to take a forfeit card, and that could be anything from letting someone else pick my book to just literally reading the last book that I bought, for example. So it's a fun time. I actually quite enjoy the forfeit cards, I think, because sometimes they are more decisive as to what book I'm going to read, whereas Fictionary obviously gives me the decision to run around for a minute trying to find a book to add to my TBR. So this should be fun because I don't actually know what books I want to get onto this TBR, but it will also be fun for another reason because this Fictionary episode has a twist. And the twist is... me! That was very in sync, well done. Ava is here. Ava is my little sister. She is staying with me at the moment and I wanted to film Fictionary with Ava. So we have a slightly different way this is going to take just for this month. So obviously nothing will change in terms of the books that I pick for Fictionary and the way that I pick those books, but I'm going to have a minute to pick those books and Ava is then going to be going to my bedroom, to my bookshelves in there, to also pick a book. So there's kind of 2 reasons I'm doing this. 1, I think it will be fun. 2, because I film in my lounge and spend most of my time in my lounge, a lot of the books I pick are these ones. Thanks, Ava. And it means that I rarely think about the books that are on my TBR that are in my bedroom, stupidly. So I've pulled out all the books I haven't read in my bedroom, and Ava is then, in the 1 minute that I am trying to find a book, going to go and find a book in my bedroom. We're then going to both show you the books, and I will pick whether I want to read the one that I picked out or the one that Ava picked out. So I'm hoping with Ava doing this, it kind of gives me an option that if the 1 minute timer has become a pressure and I've kind of panic picked a book, I can potentially pick Ava's choice instead. There we go. So this could be mania, but it should be quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah? Any idea what you're going to pick?
No.
No? So I pulled them all out so you can just see. You can see any books that I pulled out, the ones I haven't read yet.
Yeah, I'm just going to pick one that looks weird.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to lay the board down. Going to get ready for roll number 1 and see how this works. So for this, Ava isn't going to be using the prompts that I pick out because obviously she's not necessarily going to know what these books are about. So we're just going to, Ava's just going to pick randomly and I'm going to pick using the prompts. However, I think if I land on any book, I'm going to go to the next prompt along, having just thought about it. So any book normally means that I just pick any book, but obviously if I pick the book, I'm not going to probably want to pick Ava's choice because I voluntarily picked this book. I mean, I voluntarily picked all of them, but some of them have been prompt-based. So if I land on any book, I'm just going to go 1 further over so that we have the challenge here. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's do roll number 1. Okay, roll number 1. We have got 3. 1, 2, 3. Difficult. Okay. Okay, I've got difficult for my first prompt. So here is the card. Okay, let's have a look. I have my timer at the ready. I have my camera at the ready. Least favourite genre. I swear I just had this. Okay, least favourite genre. So you go pick one, anyone you want, and I'll go pick mine. My least favourite genre is sci-fi, which I read last month. Oh, was it because I had to read a genre out of my comfort zone? Oh, I don't even own any sci-fi. Oh, Ava's back already. I don't own any of my least favourite genre because why would I? Oh dear. Okay. There is one that I own, but I really don't want to read it at the moment. I don't fancy it. Ava, have you already picked one? No. I've got 14 seconds. I don't have anything from my least favourite genres. Oh no. Do I have any sci-fi books? No.
Forfeit.
Okay, my time is going off. I didn't pick one. I don't have any books from my least favourite genre. I probably should have just picked the next best thing. That's a stupid prompt.
Forfeit.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I have a forfeit. I don't have a 1 minute timer for this, but let's have a look. Redraw a prompt. Ah, that's not necessarily a forfeit, so I get to do it again. Okay, right, I get to redraw the prompt. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I redrew a difficult prompt. So this is the new one. If I got to give myself a minute again to do it, I guess I have to do it all over again, right? This is already a mess. A book on my Kindle. Oh my god, I have to go get my Kindle. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna have a minute. I don't even know what's on my Kindle. I don't even know where my Kindle is.
I'm gonna win.
Oh, I think it's in the bedroom that is currently Ava's room at the moment. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, plant cam. Okay, right.
Don't look at my book. Don't look at my book.
Okay, I have 39 seconds to load up my Kindle and decide what book I want to read. Where's the Kindle homepage?
Forfeit.
Why am I? Shh, I can't forfeit. This is the forfeit.
Oh.
Right, I have 24 seconds. Why is my Kindle so slow? Oh my god. Come on. Can't even load the library. Okay, I'm in the library. What do I fancy? It's opening. Oh, it's so slow. I see the Mad Woman's Ball. That sounds good. Maybe the Mad Woman's Ball. Oh my gosh, I have 4 seconds and I've just opened a book by accident.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with the Mad Woman's Ball. Ah! Oh my god, that was so stressful. Right, okay. That was horrible because my Kindle took forever to load up. So I have the Mad Woman's Ball. The thing is, I bought loads of books in the 99p Kindle sales to bring with me for holiday, because obviously I will be bringing my Kindle with me on my holiday, as well as a couple of physical books. And the list I have is meant to be like varied, so I have something I might fancy when I'm away. So I think I've loaded another book. I think I'm gonna go with the Mad Woman's Ball because I do have that as a physical copy as well, but I will read it on my Kindle. And it's not too long. It's feminist, it sounds interesting, it talks about mental health as well, I think. So I'm going to pick The Mad Woman's Ball by Victoria Mass for my Kindle read. What have you picked? Yeah! Ooh, okay, show everybody. Interesting, okay, you have picked A Woman Is No Man by Etaf Rum. This looks like a really interesting book. Also, the cover is like a sunset, which is absolutely stunning. Hang on, let's have a look at the blurb. So this follows 17-year-old Isra, who is living in Palestine in the 1990s. She prefers reading books to entertaining the suitors her father has chosen for her. And then we're also following 18-year-old Daya, who is living in Brooklyn in 2008. She is the oldest daughter of the character we meet in the 90s. Interesting. And she is currently meeting with potential husbands. Okay, right. So I have the option to read on my Kindle or read physically, as well as the 2 book choices. This does sound like a really interesting read, as does The Mad Woman's Ball. Do you know what? I think I'm going to pick this one over, because I want to bring my Kindle on holiday. I don't want to feel like I've read some of the books I might have wanted to read on holiday.
I won!
So I'm going to pick A Woman Is No Man. I think this is a good shout.
I knew you'd like it.
Thank you. Okay, so we're now on to roll number 2. Okay, roll number 2. We have got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've landed on any books. I'm going to go one further on. People and places. Okay, we have got people and places. Here is the prompt. I'm going to get my timer at the ready. Enemies to lovers. Okay, you can go. Okay, enemies to lovers. This one is tricky because I don't necessarily know if the characters are going to be enemies to lovers until I've read it. Just trying to think if there's any that I've got that are tropey books that I know have this kind of trope in them. Oh dear. What about XOXO? Did they start as enemies? I have no idea. Oh dear. No, that I don't think that is it. Enemies to lovers? I'm scanning these. I'm not going to fail this again based on a technicality of me not knowing. Well, there's not even a technicality.
Done.
What is up with my prompt choices? You're done already, great. Which ones have I got that are enemies to lovers? Ava, I don't know which ones are enemies to lovers. I have 7 seconds. Which books are enemies to lovers? My time is going off. Okay, I failed, which means I have to pick a forfeit card. Okay, my forfeit card. Here we go. Right. Last book I bought. Okay, I know what that is. Hang on. Okay, the last book I bought is Ghosted by Jen Ashworth. This one I literally bought like 4 days ago, so you'd think the blurb should be fresh in my head, but it's not. Okay, someone's husband goes missing and she just doesn't report it, and when she finally does report it, she doesn't really understand why it took her so long, so I think there's some kind of suspicion there. So that is the last book I bought. What do you have to bring to the table?
I brought...
Ooh, okay, Afterlove by Tanya Byrne. Ooh, interesting.
Sprayed.
It does have sprayed. Hang on, let me have a look at the blurb. Okay, this follows a car crash in which the main character is unsure whether they've actually died or not. It says she's made it, she's still here, or is she? This New Year's Eve, Ash gets an invitation from the afterlife she can't decline to join a clan of fierce girl reapers who take the souls of the city's dead to await their fate. But Ash can't forget her first love, Poppy. She will do anything to see her again, even if it meant they only get a few more days together, dead or alive. Okay. Do you know what? I'm really sorry, but I think I'm going to pick Ghosted for this one. I think this one sounds good, but I don't think I fancy it at the moment. And obviously, because I just bought this one, it's a bit more fresh in my head.
You do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You made me cry.
Okay, roll number 3. Right, roll number 3. Please give me something nice. Appearance. Okay, here we go. Roll number 3. You ready to go get your 3rd book?
Yeah.
Green cover. Okay, right. Timer at the ready. Timer at the ready. Go. Okay, green cover. I can do that. I can do green cover. Right. Hang on. Does anything actually have a green cover on these shelves? This is where Ava has the better room. Not that she has to pick a prompt that fits here, but she's got the rainbow shelves in that room and I could do with going in there. Oh dear. Where are all my green covered books at? I have like one tiny excuse for a rainbow shelf in here, but it's really not much. I don't actually have any books in here with a green cover. It's not even that I'm looking at them and thinking like, oh no, I don't want to read that one. I don't have any books in here that I haven't read that have a green cover. This is not good. This is not good. I can see one, which is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter.
Done.
You're done. Okay, yeah, this is the only one I can actually see that I haven't read that has a green cover, so I guess this is my pick. Okay, Pikachu seems to have joined us apparently.
Yeah.
Right, so I have picked The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I know very little about this. Mary Jekyll, alone and penniless following her parents' death, quickly finds herself drawn into the secrets of her father's mysterious past. A clue leads her to believe that Edward Hyde, her father's former friend and a murderer, may be nearby, and there is still a reward for information resulting in his capture. A reward that could solve all her immediate financial woes. Okay, I don't know, but it has got green on the cover, so it fits the prompt. The battery's about to die. Hang on, let me replace that, and then Ava will tell us what book she's picked. Okay, camera battery changed. So yes, this is my pick. What did you pick?
I picked...
Oh, okay, Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. I actually saw someone reading this in a restaurant in London this week and remembered that I had it on my TBR, so this is an interesting choice. So this follows somebody who is trapped between two cultures. Her father comes from the ruling classes of the Empire, but her mother's people were outcasts. Amrithi nomads who worship the spirits of the sands. Caught one night performing their forbidden rites, Mare is brought to the attention of the Emperor's most feared mystics, who try to force her into their service by way of an arranged marriage. If she fails in their bidding, the gods themselves may awake and seek vengeance. Okay.
Pikachu's the one that picked that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Ave? I'm going for your pick.
Yes!
Because I do want to read this one, but I don't fancy this, and this was literally the only green cover I could pick. This is a mess of a Fictionary video so far, I have to say.
I knew he wouldn't let me down.
Yeah? Good. Okay, right, so I'm picking Ava's choice. Out of interest, what is behind your picking at the moment? Are you just picking the ones that you like the cover of, or...? Yeah? Murder. Because it says magic is in the blood?
No, because it's a dagger.
Because it's... Oh, right, okay. Okay, right. Roll number 4. Right. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. People and places. Okay, people and places. For roll number 4, book number 4. Are you ready? multiple protagonists. Go, Ava, go!
Go, go, go!
Okay, it just, sometimes when I write these prompts, why do I think I'm gonna know which books have multiple protagonists in them from just looking at them? Great, okay. I think this doesn't help that I really don't know what I want to read at the moment, so that's a slight issue. That was a bad camera angle, I'm sorry. Right. This, I think, follows multiple. It follows 7 teenagers, so that's going to have multiple protagonists, right? How long do I have? 28 seconds. This is definitely following multiple protagonists, so this definitely fits the prompt. I don't know. Something like this, which is very small, is this going to follow multiple protagonists? No, I don't think so. It's so hard to know just from looking at the blurb sometimes. This one follows multiple protagonists. I've heard interesting mixed things about this. I think I'm gonna go for this though. Okay, I'm back before Ava is. You coming? Okay, right, we're back. Okay, I have picked The Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Sugimura. This is a translated fic that is the prize-winning Japanese #1 bestseller, which is, yes, which is quite a title, so I hope that means it's going to be a really great book. This is following 7 different protagonists who wake up one morning and can go through their mirror in their bedrooms to a magical, wondrous castle. It sounds very interesting. I think
like
it's
Narnia.
Yeah, I think it's literary fiction crossed over with some fantasy elements, obviously with the whole going through the mirror thing. Bought this one quite recently from Toppings & Co in Bath. Did you nearly fall off your stool? Ava's on a stool to make herself the same height as me. So I don't know. I'm really intrigued to see what you pick for this one, because this could sway me. I'm not 100% sold on this. So what have you selected? Oh, okay. You're going for the dark ones, aren't you? This is Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. Once a year, a road appears in the woods at night, and the ghost of Lucy Gallows beckons, inviting those who are brave enough to play her game. If you win, you escape with your life. But if you lose, since it's almost a year since Becca went missing. Everyone else has given up searching for her, but her sister Sarah knows she disappeared while looking for Lucy Gallows. Determined to find her, Sarah and her closest friends enter the woods, but something more sinister than ghosts lurks on the road, and not everyone will survive.
Yes!
Ooh, Ava, that does sound good.
Pick my one.
I'm gonna pick yours.
I would as well.
That sounds good. That sounds like it's gonna be quite a decent thrillery, suspenseful novel, but what you did, that's terrifying. Okay, Ava is winning so far. We have one more book to pick.
I won!
Okay, book 5, final roll.
5. I already saw one and wanted, so.
Oh, you already know. Okay, right.
I was
You ready?
saving it for last.
Okay, roll number 5. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. I've landed on difficult. What? Why? Okay, final prompt. Of course, I got difficult again. Book I keep putting off. Okay.
I'm gonna win.
Okay, book I keep putting off. There's probably quite a few of these. Oh, but there's a reason I keep putting them off. I would put Circe on this. However, I think I would like to include that on my holiday TBR. So it would be Circe, but it's not going to be Circe because, yeah, that one's getting plonked onto my holiday TBR. Oh no. What have we got over here? There is one that comes to mind, but if Ava picks anything even remotely more appealing, I'm going to go for whatever she picks, because this one is not one I'm 100% sold on. But it's the only one I can think of, and it is absolutely one I keep putting off. So that one is A Declaration of the Rights of Magicians by H.G. Parry. H.G. Parry wrote one of my favourite books.
Done.
So you're done. Okay, so I've been putting this one off. Okay, our final selection. For one I've been putting off, I have picked The Declaration of the Rights of Magicians by H.G. Parry. As I was saying in my little clip, H.G. Parry has written one of my favourite books, The Unlikely Escape of Uriah Heep, and I have had this one since it came out, and I just haven't got around to reading it yet because it's daunting for me. It's a sweeping tale of revolution and wonder in a world not quite like our own. This is set in France and is dubbed the Age of Enlightenment, new magic and political movements. There is a hypnotist, there's a revolution being called for, a weather mage. I mean, it sounds cool. I am daunted by this, partly because of the size, also partly because I'm just worried it's going to be a heavier read. I don't know why, but It depends. You have all to play for here, Ava. What
You'll
have you?
have the problem with my book.
Oh no, what have you picked? Oh, The Historian.
Big book.
By Elizabeth Kostova. Okay. So my mum has been telling me for ages to read this book and that she thinks I will absolutely love it. What, are you okay? To you perceptive readers, I bequeath my history. So I think this is something linked to Dracula. Late one night, exploring her father's library, a young woman finds an ancient book and a cachet of yellowing letters addressed ominously to my dear and unfortunate successor. Her discovery plunges her into a world she never dreamed of, a labyrinth where secrets of her father's past and her mother's mysterious fate connect to an evil hidden in the depths of history.
I want to read that.
Okay, great. So, do you know what? Both of these are gonna be heavier reads.
I have one that you might like as well.
Yeah, what other one were you gonna pick out of interest?
Okay.
I mean, I'll choose between these two, but I want to see. I was kind of hoping that Ava would pick The Labyrinth because that is chunky, but I really do want to read that one. I genuinely don't know with this. What you got? Okay. So different. This one's so brighter than the other ones you picked. The Last Time Standing by Lauren Hope. Yeah, but like this.
Last Standing.
I don't think this is what you think it is. I think this is a romance.
Still, you'd like that.
I'm going to pick between these two. I don't know which one to pick because this one I think I would prefer. However, I don't know if it's going to be really daunting. It's 700. It's over 700 pages. How big is this one? This one's over 500. Damn it! But I think I want to read The Historian, but I don't know if I want to read it yet.
Do it!
I don't know which one to pick.
Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Should I let people choose? Should I let everyone watching choose?
Fine.
Should we let them choose?
Fine.
We'll never know. We won't know until the video's gone live which one was the most popular one, though. Is that okay?
Write a comment which one you think.
Okay, you guys, my reading.
Mine or hers? Pick me.
You're not picking the person, you're picking the book. Okay,
You're
whichever
picking me.
one gets the most comments
Me.
by the time this video has been live for like a few days, I will pick that book. So we can either have a Declaration of the Rights of Magicians. So for this, let's put the crescent moon emoji, because there's a moon on the cover. Or the Historian, let's put, is there a blood splatter emoji? Or something kind of like that, or like a dagger or something, like that kind of thing. Oh,
Or you could just write Historian.
Yeah, or you could just write the names. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna leave this open for you guys to pick because I genuinely don't know which one to choose. So you can pick for me. Which one do you think?
Because I'm younger.
Okay, let's look at what we've ended up with here. Right, so these are the 4 definite ones. We have A Woman Is No Man, which that was a mess to pick, wasn't it? Because that was, I got least favourite genre, I couldn't pick. Then I got a forfeit card to redraw the prompt, and then I had to pick a book on my Kindle, but then I ended up picking the book that Ava picked for me. What are you doing?
I keep on falling.
Then I ended up picking the book that Ava picked for me anyway. Okay, and then we have got this is such a mess. Then we've got Ghosted, which is the last book that I bought. Then Ava picked out Empire of Sand, which was for the green cover, but again, because Ava picked it. Then we also have Rules for Vanishing, which was Ava's pick again. This one was meant to be for the prompt of multiple protagonists. I actually think this one might have multiple protagonists. What kind of a TBR is this?
1, 2, 3.
So yeah, Ava, you have won. You picked 3 books, so regardless of which ones everyone picks from the 2 that we want them to vote in, so regardless of these 2, you've still won.
Yeah, by the way, there's one more vote they can do.
Big TBR!
There's one more you can do.
What vote?
Vote which one you like better.
What, me or you?
Yeah.
That's harsh, don't do that. So yeah, this is daunting. I'm actually scared by this. Help! So this is my Fictionary TBR. This video has been like a lot.
I like tormenting you.
Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what is on your TBR for May, subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, and also me reading this
And also
giant
hit the
stack of books.
notification button if there is one.
Yeah, you can hit the notification button. Do you know, I feel like I should have put a graphic novel in here. This is so terrifying as a TBR. But anyway, my Patreon is also linked down below. You can get lots of extra content from me, as is my Twitch, where I do regular streams. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling and stay positive.